I also want to make a video about why you changed the dates. Now, I really do not know why you did this. When I went to see Martin a year or two later, I felt like I couldn't speak, like there was something stopping me from speaking, and he walked away. I don't know, but I spent 3 hours buzzing on his door, only for him to come out, say he's going to call the police, and that was about it. And I don't know. I was trying really, really hard just to ask him, why are you changing the dates? And I think I managed to get that sentence out, but that is something that 100% bothered me, absolutely a massive amount, because I don't know when I'm inspiring these things. I feel like something's coming out of me and doing it, and I feel like it's happening throughout the timeline or throughout the last 10 years. And I don't know when I've inspired what songs, and I have no clue where, because I feel like sometimes I feel like I'm doing it, because often it's about yesterday, often the videos that I watch is about yesterday. So it feels like I inspired it then. But some of these videos that I've used are actually videos that I've also used 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago. And I made a link with the song then as well. And only it was a different link. And I feel like because of that, I don't necessarily know when some of these songs were changed, and so I don't know when I inspired them. And by changing the dates, there's loads of things wrong with that. I mean, it can say how they are now because it doesn't matter. My memory's too fucked up to know the difference between anything. But it just, when I was being hurt by it most throughout the whole years, is, I was saying things and you were doing things, and instead of having a clue of what you were doing, you would change the date so that I felt like it was basically like, imagine climbing up a ladder, only someone keeps taking that ladder away, and then you don't know where you are, and you're like trying to climb up a ladder, only you don't know where your ladder is. And that's what it felt like. And you made it so much worse by changing that. I don't know why you changed it. I wouldn't have. That wasn't me. I bet that was you doing that because you were trying to make yourself, you found out that I was time traveling. You obviously saw enough evidence to believe. I was showing you a lot of evidence. Okay, I didn't do much at the beginning because I felt too paralyzed by whatever was happening to me that I couldn't do that. But it was an absolute nightmare every single day. And to see songs and then have them change the dates and not know that they had changed the dates was so bad, because suddenly every song that I saw, how do I know that was something really done, or how do I know that that's something that you were just bullying me with? So as soon as you started changing the dates, that was when I really completely lost all respect for anyone. And I haven't wanted to chase up the celebrities and go talk to them, for the main reason is the second you started changing dates, that was the second I hated all of you, because I was trying to do something. You were not giving me any acknowledgement. And not only were you not giving me acknowledgement, you were changing the dates so that I couldn't even tell people that these were about me. And they wouldn't have believed anyway, because I don't know, everyone seems to be controlled and when it comes to me, everyone seems to have their brain fucked up or something. Like whenever they come around me, they just talk nonsense, or they're happy to talk about other things. But as soon as I start bringing up the conversation of God, they just either dismiss me or start asking, saying stupid things like, are you going to marry a lamb at the end of the age? Which was a completely ridiculous ridiculous comment, considering I had just said everything that I've said to him, which I thought was a very plausible comment about why I'm God, and why I'm the sacrifice, and therefore I don't know. But sometimes people just say nonsense, absolute nonsense, and I believed that you 100% did not need to change the dates. And by doing that, you really made everything so much more challenging. I don't understand why, even when I told you not to change the dates, even when I yelled at you and shouted at you and begged you basically to not change the dates, you still changed the dates. And I don't understand why you did it, what you were thinking. Maybe you were trying to get more people on board. Maybe that was the reason. Maybe you changed the dates so you could, I don't know, lie to people and say, oh yeah, these songs are all about God, and there's lots of them, and okay, you did make lots more of them and you got more people on board. But at the end of the day, I would have preferred it if you would have just looked at the real evidence. I had my name connections. That on its own was enough to prove people my name and all the connections with that name being in other names. That is the only evidence that you needed. And so everything you did when it comes to changing the dates or the songs, you were not helping me in any way. And I don't believe that I did that. I believe that I got people to do the songs, and then you just did whatever you fucking wanted with them. That's basically what happened, and I'm really, really not happy with that. And I don't know I don't know if you knew it was going to be 10 years back then. But if you did all that knowing it was going to be 10 years, then you're absolutely sick to fuck out your mind, all of you. And I think this Queen of Demons character is actually just basically queen of everyone, because I think everyone is a demon if you think that that kind of behavior was okay. I had a life, I had feelings, I was looking at this, I was watching it, I was getting confused by it, and you were making me even more confused by changing the dates and trying to act innocent, like you're not doing things about me or not listening to what I was saying. And on one hand, it was good because I didn't want to believe that what I was saying was real. But on the other hand, it was just making me question it every single day. Is it real? Is it not real? Is it real? And then I'd get so much evidence that it's real, and then come to the same conclusion. Well, if it's real, if I'm God, why are you not talking to me? And then I'd have to be forced to fall asleep, and then I'd see more evidence. And I just don't understand, like, why. Because I was watching the songs. I know that there were songs that didn't exist, and suddenly they did exist, and suddenly I didn't know when you did them. And it was just so it was 100% like building up, like climbing up a ladder, only the ladder keeps disappearing, and then you don't know where it is. Or I like timelines because you can see what happens, and if something happens in 2014, your memory of that 2014 stays. But if someone starts changing, it's like getting a photo album of you. But imagine you look the same age in all of it, and then they start changing all the photographs, and then you can't work out. Say if you did look the same age all your life, you want to know what you did in 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and you can only see that if you look at the photo album and see all your photos in the right order. And then you feel like you can get your memory back. I love my clothes. Okay, I don't really know the dates on them, but I feel like when I see the clothes, I can remember, where I got them from, or like if I went on holiday and I bought them, and then I can have like, I don't necessarily know dates by that, but it's a reminder of the holidays, and I can sort of figure out things. But yeah, that's why I like YouTube, because you can look on the dates, and then you can kind of figure out your memory, or remember the ladder that you just climbed up, and you can look at the date and you'd be like, oh, that was this stage, oh, that was this stage. And for you to just take the dates away like that's literally just like you taking the ladder away and just kind of leaving me in midair, not knowing what my memory actually is or anything. And it's really horrible.